really I should do better, and I shouldn't prioritize, my own pleasure over the life of this animal.
Is it ever going to be a justification to exploit another individual?
It's not.
So the premise is oat milk is better than dairy milk. Do you agree? Yeah.
In terms of what are we talking? Like,
So obviously there's many factors, and dairy comes at a cost, and our premise and our focus is the cost that it comes to the individual cow. So do you know about the process of the dairy milk industry, what that entails for a dairy cow?
well, are we talking about animal cruelty here? Because I know that there's a lot of that in the industry itself. If we're talking about that, then obviously oat milk is better as an alternative. If we're talking about taste, I don't really know. I actually haven't tried it. But in terms of what's more ethical, then oat milk is pretty obviously better.
Yeah, so obviously cruelty is a bad thing, but say for example a vegan, we're concerned with exploitation inherently. So we're saying that, you could give these cows spa treatments and, comb them nicely every day. But fundamentally, we are taking from them at our benefit. We're using them. And we do things, for example, like artificial insemination. You may have seen what that kind of entails. Yeah. And then obviously these cows can have these amazing bonds with their children, but those children are taken away.
Yeah.
And inherently, that's going to be a horrible thing, even if we do really nice things to the cow at the same time. So it's the idea that we see an animal, like a dog there or a cow, and think we can use them.
Yeah, I mean, inherently, all it really is deciding what their purpose in life is, and I don't think we should have the right to decide that. Well, the industry itself is, prioritizing profit, and to do that is to ignore the needs and wants of the animal.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we have the right to do that, and I don't think it's morally correct, I guess, to just decide that for an animal and, use its life in that kind of way.
So are you somebody who consumes plant-based milks and cheeses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you consume dairy in any form?
Sometimes I have a very narrow range of foods that I consume.
Yeah.
So sometimes it will include dairy. I do want to work on that. I know I should do better. But at the moment it's mostly just a matter of taste.
Yeah.
But also a matter of not having tasted the alternative. So
Yeah, and that's the thing, fundamentally, say dairy milk tasted 80% better than a vegan milk. Is taste ever, it's a sensory pleasure, right? Is it ever going to be a justification to exploit another individual?
it's not.
No.
It's not really morally right of me to be this tastes better, so I'll go for it. That's just kind of hedonism on my part. And I don't think I should continue doing it in the future. That's pretty much it, really. I should do better, and I shouldn't prioritize, my own pleasure over the life of this animal by supporting this industry.
Absolutely, and it is removed from us in a sense that we don't look at the cow and go, screw you, I'm going to take your whole life away from you because I want something from you. But functionally, we are paying for that to happen. So obviously, though it's been removed from us, logically, we have to engage in the world in a way that doesn't exploit animals.
Yeah, ignoring it is pretty much what most people do, I feel. Where it's if you can't see the cruelty happening in front of you, then it's basically not happening and you can just kind of shove it under the rug. But the reality is that with the lives that we do lead, we're going to cause some damage.
Yeah.
And we should minimize whatever damage we do.
Yeah, I appreciate the self-reflection because, people go through life and they just kind of turn an eye away from what it is they do. But to say, look, this is who I want to be. I want to be someone who doesn't have a negative impact as much as I possibly can. And I do consider other beings is an amazing thing. So veganism, dairy-free is the way to go.
I guess continuing on what I said before about how we cause damage in our daily lives. I mean, it applies to pretty much everything, since most of what we do use on a daily basis is kind of built on exploitation.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we should move to better alternatives that don't do damage to the beings around us or to the planet around us. And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like driving, isn't it? When we go in a car, we know that we're operating a weapon. We could
Yeah.
potentially hurt someone or even kill someone.
Yeah.
But if someone used that as a justification to start hitting and running,
Yeah.
it'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like, it's not the intention, but there is an effect that comes from
Yeah.
it in terms of emissions, in terms of a lot of things, I guess. And yeah, it's a similar thing with planes, where it's like they cause huge emissions with every single flight. So if possible, I'd like to avoid that.
Yeah. And then obviously, on the emissions perspective, like it depends obviously on your philosophy. But if you're a rights-based person, you care about human rights, for example, or the rights of another non-human animal. Fundamentally, you understand that every time we're going to use them against their best interests, we are violating that fundamental right. Yeah.
And not just that, but like even in the construction of a plane, it has a lot of materials in it which are gained through exploitation. Like, I mean, let's say in cell phones, the lithium that we use is like pretty much taken from the backs of children who work to mine it. So, yeah.
Yeah, so some people will get secondhand phones. They'll use their choices to kind of operate how they wish to in the world. So yeah, and veganism is this great vessel in the sense that if you follow the philosophy and you follow the behaviors, that factor of animal exploitation you can avoid for sure.
Yeah, you can. All you can really do is just try your best to minimize the damage that you do.